Hello everyone, my name is Derek and welcome to the Netflix Knowhow, the review show here to help you stop... Oh no. Oh no. Oh god damn it. Well... let's get this shit over with. It's Christmas, and in the spirit of the season, I have written a poem. Christmas, oh Christmas. For those of you who are not aware, I'm not a big fan Christmas. It's a stupid holiday drenched in materialistic consumerism and corporate bloated greed. But Derek, Christmas is about giving and spending time with the people you love. Shut up. I know what I said. I give nothing and love nobody. Anyway, as I was saying, not really a fan of Christmas, or this time of year in general, really. Now you're probably wondering, if I hate Christmas so much, why am I putting out a Christmas review? Well, I'm gonna tell you. It's cause I wanna talk about my newest Lord and Savior, Willie Soak, otherwise known as Bad Santa. God, this is a cynical and depressing movie. I love it. So Bad Santa is about a raging alcoholic played by Billy Bob Thornton, who puts on a Santa suit once a year so that he can go to a mall with his little elf buddy and break into it and steal all the money. So on the surface, this sounds like a very generic run-of-the-mill heist movie. And you know what? I'll even give that to you. Yeah, the plot is pretty straightforward. But you know what makes this movie great is Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob. I can't believe that's the real name. I thought it was just something that people made up in redneck jokes. So first of all, Billy Bob Thornton is already great at playing a giant raging douchebag. He's awesome at it. But if you put him in a Santa suit and then have him interact with a bunch of kids, oh man, pure comic genius. He basically just spends the whole movie yelling at kids, yelling at adults, cursing at everybody, and having lots of sex. He's basically my hero. I'd vote for him for president. Oh yeah. But you know what? Underneath all of that callous awfulness that he puts on for a show, he still manages to have a heart underneath it. And that's just the brilliant work of Thornton right there. He's such a good actor. He could be the biggest jerk on the planet and still make him out to be a real human being that we can all relate to. The plot of the movie is pure genius. Basically what they do is they take this raging jerk of an alcoholic dude and then they pair him with this retarded, and then they pair him with this mentally challenged kid who is a complete idiot, but he's so innocent and pure-hearted and kind. He is the exact opposite to Billy Bob Thornton's character Willie, who's just a jerk, and this kid is just the nicest kid on the planet. Willie basically spends the whole movie being a jerk to this kid. He just yells at him and patronizes him and is just so mean to him all the time. And the kid is never mean back. He's so nice. He just wants to be his friend. He's basically like a big, fat, sort of snot-nosed puppy dog. No, literally, the kid has a snot nose. It's actually pretty funny. And because the movie puts Willie basically in charge of this kid, it gives Willie a good reason to be a better person. Not only that, but it just shows how much of a jerk he is. Now, I'm not saying that Willie magically becomes a good person by the end. He's still awful. I'm just saying that it gives Willie a reason to be less awful. He's never had a reason to care about anything or anyone, not even himself, up until this point where he's met this dumb little kid who doesn't know any better and just sees the best in everything and everyone because he's an idiot. It is so funny watching Willie try to be a good person to this kid. And one of the best moments, there's a part in the movie where this kid has an advent calendar and it has chocolates in it. And in a drunken rage one night, Willie destroys the calendar because he's a jerk. And then the next day, when he's slightly less raging drunk, he realizes what an awful thing he did, and so he fixes it. Fixes. That's a funny word for it. The point is that he tries. He's really bad at trying. He's terrible at it, but he does try. The presence of this kid creates this attitude shift in Willie's character. One that goes from him thinking, life's a bitch, and then you die. And then afterwards, he's like, life's a bitch, and then you die. But sometimes you get potatoes and you can make vodka out of it. I just love the rampant cynicism of this movie. It's such a stark contrast to all the happy Hollywood crap that we get all the time, and I love it. It's great. It's definitely not everyone's cup of tea, but for a sick bastard like me, it's good. Where's my rum? Found it. It's a movie that touches on the crappier parts of life. Ones that other movies don't want to do because they're not happy and they don't make people feel good. But they're just as important to talk about because real life is not always great. Life is not gonna always be sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes you crap your pants and you're in the middle of a date and you just gotta be like, F it, this is the way it is now. Life isn't pretty, you know? You gotta find the small things that make it less shitty. Ugh, boy. I will say, if it wasn't for Billy Bob Thornton's performance as the titular bad Santa character, this movie probably wouldn't be anything special or even worth the watch. He carries this movie so much. John Ritter is in this movie, and I like John Ritter, but he's only in it for like 10 seconds, and then he f***s off to who knows wherever. Oh, he died? Shit. Bernie Mac's in this movie too. He doesn't do anything, he's just kind of here for shows, but he's in it. Wait, didn't Bernie Mac die too? Oh, God damn it. This movie's really depressing now. What about the little elf guy? Is he dead? Black midget elf bad Santa. Search. Wait, this is Pornhub. That's not right. Okay, the elf is fine. I feel better now. Like I said at the beginning, the story is pretty generic. It's essentially just a run-of-the-mill heist movie. Not even like a big heist, like they're robbing malls. So ambitious. But that's really not what's important here. The movie is clearly riding on the back of Billy Bob Thornton as a drunken alcoholic asshole Santa and this cynical humor. And you know what? It works great. Bottom line is, if you want some holiday cheer, go watch some Frosty bullshit Rudolph, because you're not gonna find that here. This is not the right movie. In words of the great bad Santa himself.
The world ain't fair. You gotta take what you need when you can get it. You gotta learn to stand up for yourself. You're gonna have to quit being a pussy and kick these kids in the balls or something. Or don't, shit, I don't care. Just leave me the hell out of it.
Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Bad Santa is a great movie. It's not for everybody, of course, but for someone like me who likes that cynical stuff and can be a bit of a curmudgeon, especially this time of year, I thought it was great. I loved it. Definitely glad I watched it. I don't know why it's taken me this long to watch this movie. It's silly that it took me this long, but I finally got around to it. If you're into that kind of stuff, go watch it. It's a classic. Anyway, if you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and share it with all your friends. I would really appreciate that. You can also head over to Twitter and over to Facebook, or I guess they're down there, whatever, and follow me on there. And as always, if you want to know your flicks, you know where to click. Happy hunting, everybody. I'll see you all next time, and Merry Christmas. Even though it's not my holiday, I know lots of you love this holiday. I know lots of people get great joy out of this holiday. So go out, spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, enjoy it. I love you guys. Thank you so much.